Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Security Department Basic series. Today, I'll be going over some of the trainings that you'll come across within your career in the Security Department, and what to expect when you first attend them. The trainings I'll be going over today are Cadet Orientations, Standard Trainings, and Combat Trainings. Starting off with Cadet Orientations. Now, COs are pretty much almost the same as an intern tryout, but this time your officer will go into a little more depth when it comes to knowing what to do during protocols, knowing how to carry out your basic duties as a cadet, and having at least a basic knowledge of the site. Cadet orientations and most trainings can last from anywhere to 45 minutes to sometimes an hour and a half. It really just depends on how many people attend the said training. At the end of every cadet orientation, there's a short quiz. These quizzes usually consist of anywhere from 5 to 10 questions from what I've seen. During the questioning phase, your officer will ask you a question through the radio, like this. No, the question won't literally ask you about condiments, I'm just simply showing you what the question may look like. When you're ready to answer the question, you are to whisper it to the host by using /W and then the host's name. Sometimes you may have to whisper to the co-host dependent on whether or not the co-host is assisting with the questioning phase. Now moving on to standard trainings. During standard trainings, your officer will go over things such as termination criteria, Omicron positioning, how to properly use the strikes channel and how to place Class D into solitary, how to properly brief Class Ds for testing, and how to properly use tools such as zip ties and pepper spray. When it comes to striking a Class D, you should send a message like this. Once the Class D has reached 3 strikes, you should send a message like this. After you have sent the message, you may grab the Class D and detain them by using the zip ties. To detain the Class D, all you have to do is hold F and then click on them while having your zip ties out. After the CD is zip tied and detained, you are to bring him down to this room over here and bring them into this room. Turn around and close the door. Once the Class D is successfully placed into solitary confinement, you are to announce it on the radio like this. At the end of every standard training, you can expect a quiz. The quiz goes over what you've just learned during the standard training. Again, when answering questions, you are to use the whisper system I went over. Now finally moving on to combat trainings. Combat trainings are probably the most simple trainings in my opinion. These trainings consist of 2 to 3 battles between 2 teams. The 2 teams split into 2 different voice chats and elect a team leader. When choosing a team leader, you should obviously pick someone that knows their way around the site and is able to play well with teams. When it comes to the locations of the battles, it's typically Site Omicron or Site Phi. Before the beginning of each round, the host will give an objective to one team, while the other team has to stop them from achieving the objective. Each round will last around 10 to 15 minutes. And at the end of each round, the host will give critiques about how each team performed, and how to avoid the errors they may have made during the round. Anyways guys, I believe that concludes this episode of the types of trainings that you'll attend within your career in Pathos. Next episode, I'll be going over the different types of scenario trainings. As always, let me know if I missed anything or got anything wrong. Either way, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys around Pathos. Bye! Starting off with a Cador. When choosing a team leader, you should obviously way around the site and is able to play as a late. Next episode, I'll be going over the different types of